Benjamin Franklin was an American polymath who was active as a writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and political philosopher. When you're good to others, you're best to yourself. He that falls in love with himself will have no rivals. There never was a good war or a bad peace. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. Better slip with foot than tongue. Don't throw stones at your neighbors if your own windows are glass. Look before, or you'll find yourself behind. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows, or judge all he sees. Well done is better than well said. A right heart exceeds all. What you seem to be really. A true friend is the best possession. No gains without pains. Lost time is never found again. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked and never well mended. What more valuable than gold? Diamonds, than diamonds, virtue. Haste makes waste. It is better to take many injuries than to give one. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn. He that can have patience can have what he will. You may delay, but time will not. A penny saved is a penny earned. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. In wine there is wisdom, in beer there is freedom, in water there is bacteria. Never rue in an apology with an excuse. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. How many observe Christ's birthday? How few his precepts? Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult, still to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Never confuse motion with action. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. We must all hang together, or assuredly, we shall all hang separately. When you are finished changing, you're finished. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. When you're testing to see how deep water is, never use 2 feet. For the want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For the want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For the want of a horse, the rider was lost. For the want of a rider, the battle was lost. For the want of a battle, the kingdom was lost, and all for the want of a horseshoe nail. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. But in this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. A slip of the foot, you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue, you may never get over. Trouble knocked at the door, but, hearing laughter, hurried away. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. If Jackson love, he's no judge of Jill's beauty. If you would not be forgot, as soon as you are dead and rot, either write things worth reading, or do things worth writing. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. In the affairs of this world, men are saved, not by faith, but by the lack of it. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that no body.